Welcome back to the channel, coin collectors and history enthusiasts. Today we're diving into the story of the Australian 50-cent coin from 1981. What makes this coin special? Does it have any significant value today? Stick around as we uncover its fascinating details and evaluate its worth in circulated condition. The 50-cent coin is an iconic piece of Australian currency. First introduced in 1966, it originally contained 80% silver and weighed 13.28 grams. However, due to rising silver prices, the coin was redesigned in 1969 using a copper-nickel alloy, making it more practical for everyday use. This new version was also larger and had a unique dodecagonal, or 12-sided, shape. Fast forward to 1981, Australia produced millions of these 50-cent coins to keep up with the growing demand for currency. The 1981 Australian 50-cent coin features an elegant design. On the obverse, we see a portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Arnold Machin. This version of the Queen's effigy was used on Australian coins from 1966 to 1984. Her profile is surrounded by the text Elizabeth II, Australia, 1981. On the reverse side, we have the Australian coat of arms. It features a kangaroo and an emu supporting a shield that represents the 6 states of Australia. This intricate design by Stuart Devlin captures the essence of Australia's identity. In 1981, the Royal Australian Mint produced over 54 million 50-cent coins. While this may sound like a lot, remember that coins are used daily and often get worn or lost over time. Additionally, some coins from 1981 were minted in Wales and Canada due to production demands. Interestingly, coins minted in Wales are distinguishable by a small dot near the 50 on the reverse side. This little detail makes them a fun variation for collectors. So, what is the 1981 Australian 50-cent coin worth today? Let's break it down. If you're a collector, always handle your coins carefully to avoid adding scratches. Store them in protective sleeves or albums to preserve their condition. And don't forget to look out for those mint marks or subtle variations that could increase their value. It weighs 15.65 grams and has a diameter of 31.65 millimeters, making it one of the largest coins in Australian circulation. Its unique dodecagonal shape prevents it from rolling away, a practical feature for a large coin. This coin is a favorite among beginner collectors due to its availability and beautiful design. The 1981 Australian 50-cent coin is a remarkable piece of history, showcasing stunning design and craftsmanship. While it may not hold significant monetary value in circulation, it remains a cherished collectible for its historical and cultural significance. 1981 50-cent piece. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting, this coin holds a special place in Australia's numismatic history. Let's explore its background, design, and current value in circulation. Stick around to find out if you have a treasure in your collection. The Australian 50-cent coin is a staple in the country's currency. Its unique 12-sided shape makes it stand out not only in Australia, but also in the world of coin collecting. The 1981 edition has an interesting backstory. This year saw 2 mints, Royal Australian Mint and the Royal Canadian Mint, producing the coin due to high demand. That today we're diving into the rich history of the 1978 Canada 1-cent coin. Whether you're a collector or just curious, you're in for a treat. Let's start with the design. The obverse of the 1978 Canada 1-cent coin features the iconic portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Arnold Machin. This portrait was introduced in 1965 and remained on Canadian coins until 1989. Notice the youthful depiction of the Queen wearing a tiara. This design connects us to a pivotal era in Canadian numismatics. On the reverse, we have the ever-classic maple leaf twig, a symbol synonymous with Canada. This design by G.E. Kruger Gray first appeared in 1937 and has remained a staple of the 1-cent coin. It's a simple, yet powerful representation of Canadian identity. So, what makes the 1978 1-cent coin special? Let's look at the context. By 1978, Canada was seeing steady economic growth, and the penny was still widely used in everyday transactions. It had a mintage of over 806 million coins that year, in an impressive number reflecting the penny's vital role in commerce at the time. In the late 1970s, a penny could still buy you small candies or contribute to larger purchases when combined with other coins. This was a time before inflation significantly, a common sight in the pockets and piggy banks of Canadians. Fast forward to today, the Canadian 1-cent coin is no longer in circulation. In 2012, Canada officially retired the penny due to the rising cost of production and declining usage. But coins like the 1978 1-cent hold nostalgic and historical value for collectors and citizens alike. If you have a 1978 Canada 1-cent coin, check its condition. In circulated condition, these coins are primarily valued for their history, but uncirculated examples, or those with errors, can fetch higher prices in the collector market. Look for anomalies like doubling or die cracks. These can make your coin unique. Collecting pennies, like the 1978 1-cent coin, can be a gateway into Canadian history and numismatics. Whether you're drawn to their iconic design, historical context, or potential value, these coins are a fascinating piece of Canada's story. The Royal Canadian Mint produced an impressive 1, 2, 4, 1, 5, 5, 1, 6, 4, 0 1-cent coins. That's over 1 billion coins in circulation. These coins were made primarily of bronze, consisting of 98% copper, 0.5% tin, and 1.5% zinc. The Royal Canadian Mint, headquartered in Ottawa, is known for its precision and innovation. In 1982, the production of coins was a highly mechanized process, ensuring that millions of Canadians could use these pennies in their daily transactions. During the early 1980s, the 1-cent coin played a vital role in everyday Canadian life. It was used for small purchases, making change, and even for practical purposes, like deciding a toss. Who hasn't flipped a coin to make a decision? The penny, though small in value, was a key part of the Canadian economy. It connected people and facilitated trade in ways we often take for granted. Today, the Canada 1-cent coin is no longer in circulation. It was officially phased out in 2012 due to rising production cost and its declining purchasing power. However, coins like the 1982 penny are cherished by collectors and historians alike. The 1982 penny is a snapshot of its time, representing the economic and cultural landscape of early 1980s Canada. Whether you find one in your old coin jar, on to, and there you have it, the story of the 1982 Canada 1-cent coin. From its iconic design to its role in Canadian life, this little piece of metal is more than just a penny. It's a symbol of heritage. Have you come across a 1982 penny in your collection? Share your thoughts or stories in the comments below. As a 1-cent coin, its face value is 1 cent CAD. However, since the penny was removed from circulation in 2012, it's no longer used as legal tender. De Tippeker value the 1982 Canada 1-cent coin for its history and design, but it is not rare due to the high mintage numbers. Here's what it could be worth. For most 1982 Canada 1-cent coins, their value is modest unless they're in pristine condition or feature a notable error. Even so, they hold historical significance as part of Canada's rich coinage history. If you're looking to sell, local coin shops, online marketplaces like eBay, or coin shows are great places to start. we're diving into the fascinating story of the 1983 Canada 1-cent coin, a small but significant piece of Canadian history. Despite its humble size and value, this coin holds a special place in the hearts of collectors and Canadians alike. Let's explore its design, mintage, and the role it played in Canada's economy during its time in circulation. The Canada 1-cent coin, often referred to as the penny, has a long history, dating back to the late 19th century. By 1983, the penny had already established itself as an everyday staple in Canadian commerce. But what makes the 1983 penny unique? Let's begin with its design. On the obverse, we see the iconic portrait of Queen Elizabeth II. This portrait, designed by Arnold Machen, was introduced in 1965 and remained on the penny until 1989. It features the Queen wearing a tiara, exuding grace and dignity. The reverse side features the classic maple leaf design, a symbol of Canadian pride. This iconic imagery was created by G.E. Kruger Gray and has been synonymous with the penny since its introduction in 1937. The maple twig with 2 leaves represents Canada's natural beauty and heritage. In 1983, the Royal Canadian Mint produced over 1.2 billion pennies. This high mintage reflects the heavy demand for small denominations in everyday transactions. The coin was made of 98% copper with small amounts of zinc and tin, a composition that gave the penny its characteristic reddish hue. During the 1980s, the penny was essential for transactions, whether for buying a morning coffee or paying exact change at the grocery store. It was a time when cash ruled and every penny counted. However, the growing cost of production began to cast a shadow over the coin's future. Circulated 1983 pennies often show signs of wear, scratches, dull surfaces, and faded details. These marks tell the story of a coin that passed through countless hands, supporting Canada's economy one transaction at a time. Fast forward to today, and the 1983 penny has become a nostalgic relic. In 2012, Canada ceased production of the 1-cent coin due to its rising production costs and declining purchasing power. The 1983 penny now exists primarily in collections, coin jars, and the memories of those who used it. For coin enthusiasts, the 1983 Canada 1-cent coin is a fascinating piece to collect. While it's not particularly rare, of finding a well-preserved example in mint condition can still be a rewarding experience. The 1983 Canada 1-cent coin may be small, but it represents a big chapter in the story of Canadian currency. Whether you're a collector or simply someone who remembers using them, this tiny coin connects us to a time when every cent truly mattered. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the history of the 1983 Canada 1-cent coin. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more stories about coins from around the world. Until next time, happy collecting.